Nerd family. Today we have a treat for you. We're going to review Oreos. And in honor of Independence Day, we're going to do Firework Oreos. We're going to try them 4 different ways. First, we're going to eat them like normal. Then we're going to twist them open and try the insides. Then we're going to try to dip them in our nice little cups here. And then we're going to do even better. We're going to deep fry them in our air fryer.
Now, just so you guys know, we're not going to dip them, we're actually going to dunk them. Just keep that in mind.
I dip them.
You know, she may dip them in milk, I dunk them in milk. You can dip it, I'm going to dunk it. We'll see what the difference is, guys. Stay tuned. So the Oreos we got today are going to be the Fireworks Oreos. So it actually says that it's got popping candy inside of it. So we're going to go ahead and try these out and hope they're as good as they sound. Now,
should be interesting.
Just to give you guys a little backstory here. So when we eat Oreos, we like the golden Oreos. We like the golden cookie. We don't really like the original chocolate cookie too much. But in the videos, if everything works well, we're going to make a lot of these Oreo tasting videos. And we're going to have to try them all. So because of 4th of July, that's why we're starting with these ones here. So it is that chocolate cookie, but we'll try it out and hope for the best. So we're going to go ahead and break into the package here. Now, most of the ones that we're going to do in these videos are going to be the limited edition ones, but there are going to be other few that used to be limited editions that are now regular Oreos that you can get at the store. So you guys will see going forward which ones we do here. Alright, so here we have those sweet Oreos. What we're going to do to kind of clear up some space here is we're going to move the Oreos into the dish here. Now, while I'm doing that, I will have She-Nerd here explain to you a little bit more about how we're going to eat these Oreos here today. Obviously, some of them are simple, but I'll have her break down the 4 different ways we're going to consume these here for you.
Okay, so first of all, we're just going to try and eat them like normal. Just take a bite of them, see what we think. I think the popping candy is going to be a little different. After that, what we'll do is we'll twist them apart. You know, everybody likes to twist them every once in a while and eat the inside. So we're going to try them that way. And then we will dunk or dip, whoever prefers, into our milk. We've got these nice Oreo cups here. We've got our milk right here in our pitcher. Just to see, does it taste different when it's been dunked or dipped? Is it different consistency? We'll see. And then after that, we have some batter over here. We're going to batter them and we're going to stick them in our air fryer and see how those turn out like that.
Now, just to do a little quick touch here on the air fryer. So most people normally deep fry the Oreos, but we got this air fryer not too long ago here, and we haven't really used it too much yet. We did a couple French fries and a couple other items like that, but we haven't really ventured out and deep fried a lot of, or I should say air fried a lot of things yet. So I tried to look up some recipes on how to air fry it. Didn't really get a whole bunch, but we're just going to try it and hope for the best here. We're going to try it a couple different ways and see what works and what doesn't work, but hopefully they'll come out very similar to a deep fried Oreo, and we may tweak it going forward in maybe our next video. Maybe we learn some things, what not to do and things like that, but we're going to try it out and hope for the best and see what happens, and at the end of the video we'll let you know which way we think is the best here. Okay. So.
Smells like a normal Oreo. Doesn't
Yeah.
smell any different, which I didn't expect it to. I mean, it's really just got popping candy. That's the whole biting into it that we're going to see what happens.
I'm not really too sure about the popping candy here, but we'll find out. If we die, then, well, it was nice knowing you guys. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so my first thought is it's pretty similar to a regular Oreo, but the after effect, when the cream kind of sits in your mouth there for a little bit, you do have that popping candy going on. And I actually kind of like it because I am a fan of Pop Rocks, so I kind of like it. It's a little bit different. It doesn't make the cookie taste any different. It just gives your mouth a little more oomph, I guess. I don't know. It's different.
Yeah, same.
I think kids would probably like it. Kids would get a kick out of this. But same flavor as a regular Oreo.
Yeah, same texture. I mean, there's a little bit of crunchiness in the cream because of the popping candy. And then like he explained, it's like if you start the popping in your mouth, which I'm not a huge fan of. I've never been a huge fan of popping candy, so I think it's different. It was worth trying.
All right, so now that we got that done, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna twist the cookies apart, and we're gonna basically try that cream, and then try just a regular cookie. Now the regular cookie won't be any different, but we'll just still do it for logistics reasons here. So twisted it apart. I got a nice clean cookie on one side, cream on the other.
Same here.
So let's go ahead and eat that cream off the cookie here.
Mm.
Okay, so having it without the cookie, you do get that really crunchy cream, which is maybe not for everybody. It's a little bit different. Of course, after a few seconds, you get that popping candy taking effect there. So
And you can actually, when I open my mouth, you can actually hear the pops. It's kind of crazy, but yeah.
Sorry guys, my cookie just fell apart.
I do think that maybe with the popping candy, it makes the cream come off really smoothly. I don't know if you can see, but it came off 100% right off the cookie.
I've already eaten mine, guys, so.
Yeah, he seems to be hungry. But that's not normal. Sometimes it sticks to it and you have to like scrape it off with your teeth, but I didn't have to. The cookie tastes the same.
Okay, so now I'm gonna dunk, she's gonna dip, and we're gonna see how that works out here. So we're gonna use our handy dandy Oreo pitcher here. Pour some milk into our half Oreo cookie mugs here. Now you guys gotta be careful when you do this. You gotta use the utmost finesse when pouring this here, so you get that perfect pour, perfect milk for that Oreo dunker or Oreo dipper here. Okay, there's yours.
Thank you.
Okay. So a very healthy looking Oreo here. I'm gonna move my mug a little closer here. We're gonna go in here. Now, I like to leave it in there in the milk for just a little bit, kind of let it soak in, make that cookie just a little soggy, but not to the point of it falling into the mug, because everyone hates when that falls into the mug. So we'll leave it in there for a little bit. I kind of like to think of it like steeping a tea bag with my Oreo cookies. Maybe that's weird, but that's just my thing. It's like I'm making Oreo tea.
Well, my cookie's falling apart.
All right, so she did a little too much dipping, and that's why I dunk.
Now, I do have to say, it's probably the liquid that caused it, but as soon as I started eating it, it all started popping. It wasn't as crunchy, well obviously because the cookie was a little bit mushier, but everything just started popping as you were eating it. I was kind of trying to listen to see if it would start popping while I was dipping it, but I didn't hear anything. But I can hear it in my mouth now.
I don't know. I mean, I know it doesn't change the flavor of the cookie, but although I'm not a huge fan of the regular Oreo cookies, I think the milk and the popping candy, I don't know, it just didn't really work for me. I almost didn't want to finish that cookie, but took one for the team there. So after that, our last one is going to be to air fry these Oreos here. But what we're going to do is, just because we're not sure exactly what's going to happen, we have two silicone little cupcake things here. We're going to put 2 Oreos in here, and then we're going to put 2 in the actual basket of the air fryer, just to kind of see what the difference is and how they come out.
So you're gonna hear a little bit of noise, that's the air fryer heating up, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys, we're just using a regular pancake Bisquick batter. I made it a little thicker so it wasn't really liquidy because that won't really stick around the Oreo when you go to put it in. We kind of looked in to see what a good batter would be, and pancake batter seemed to be the one. We're gonna test it, see what happens. If it doesn't turn out good, we'll think of a different batter for next time to test out.
Now, if anyone has done this previously with an air fryer, feel free to let us know, how it worked out for you. If you did pancake mix, or if you did cake mix, or some other kind of batter, and then whatever you did use, how you perfected it. Feel free to let us know in the comments, and then we can kind of try that next time, and we'll really perfect it over the next couple of videos here. Or if maybe we perfect it in the next few moments, we'll find out. So we're going to start putting this stuff in here together, and then we're going to fast forward the video to when they're coming out here, so you guys don't have to sit around while they cook. So we're going to drop the first cookie in here.
So we're just moving them around in the bowl, just kind of making sure they're fully coated. And then once they are, we're going to use our little spatula to take them out and put them into the little silicone baking cupcake things we have. Because they're silicone, they'll be fine inside of their fryer, or even if we were to put them in an oven. Just make sure that you buy silicone ones. The paper ones, we're not really sure how that would work out in the air fryer.
Now this does get a little messy here, so make sure you have some cleaning tools nearby. But what I'm doing is just trying to make sure they stay well coated, so that way we make sure that it's got enough on it here. So I'm going to put those two in, and now we're going to try just the cookies, but I'm kind of thinking that just the cookies without those cupcake trays, I think the batter might just kind of leak through the grate on the thing here, but I guess we will find out soon enough.
Which is part of why we made it a little bit thicker, hoping that it won't leak off as much and it'll start to cook it before we lose all of it. But I guess we're going to find out.
Alright, so we got them in the air fryer. What we're going to do is we got it set to about 350, 375. This air fryer goes up to 400. It tells you that if you're doing some kind of baking goods in there to put it at about 360. So we got it set there. I have a feeling it's probably going to take about 10 minutes or so, but we're going to do it for 5 minutes. We're going to kind of check on them, and then maybe do it for another 5 minutes if they're not done yet. Just do it in 5-minute intervals until we feel that they're done. We'll let those go, and then we'll try those after, guys. It's like watching a pot boil. So what we did was we set it for 5 minutes originally. It looked like they could be done, but we wanted just a little bit longer. So we put it for roughly another 2 minutes or so, and then that's where we are right here now. So we're looking at, each air fryer may be a little bit different, depends what temperature you put it at, but we're looking around 7 minutes to probably get a good cook on them there. So let's take a look and see what we got here.
Now, although it's an air fryer, it does get hot, so
please
make
be
sure
careful.
you're careful.
So I'm going to try to unstick these ones here from this grate first before I take out the other ones. Now, you may want to get a spatula or something because they're going to be stuck here. I guess I'll take the other ones out first to make some room here.
And it doesn't look like the batter went through, so that's a good thing. Maybe just a little bit, but most of the batter stayed on the cookies. Poke them from underneath or something. Oh,
So,
okay, so the batter did go through.
I don't know if you guys can see that. So the batter does come out a little bit, but it really not too much. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to shave that off and hopefully release the cookie here. That actually worked quite perfect. So, although it leaked through, of course the bottom's going to be flat, and I know when you get them like at the fair from a deep fryer, it's kind of fully round, but there's not really going to be a way, I don't think, to correct that. But it did cover the cookie, so that's good there. And then we'll grab the other one off here. And same thing with that one. So either way, it seemed to work okay. We're going to take these ones out of the silicone things and see how those ones handled life here.
So it looks like these will give you a little bit more of a rounded look to them because you get that cupcake shape as the batter grows. So if you want more of a rounded with a little bit more batter, you should use the cupcake tins.
And then, I mean, just by feeling it, of course, the top is going to be a little darker and crispier. The bottom feels more kind of like a pancake, I guess, if you will.
Mm.
And it's not as dark or as cooked.
So you could always, I guess, part way through maybe flip them if you wanted that golden brown on the other side. It didn't take too long to cook, so I would say after maybe a couple minutes, take them and flip them if you want that golden brown on both sides.
So I'm going to say we're going to kind of cut them in half here and see which one came out a little bit better. Now, I guess if you want them a little crispier, because they are really soft, so if you want them crispier, maybe you have to put them in a little bit longer. Like we said, this is kind of a test for us, so we will find out how it came out here in a few seconds.
Guess we can kind of show you side profiles here of the one that was in the cupcake container and the one that wasn't. So again, the cupcake papers, it gives it a little bit more batter to it. So if you want a little bit more batter, I would go with that, especially with the one without it. Doesn't really have as much on the bottom, so it's not really as even.
And then I kind of have a little bit longer reach here, so I'll show you guys. So this one here is the one with the cupcake, not tin, but the silicone thing around it there. And this one's just sitting on the rack there, so you can see you do have a little bit more thickness on that one there. All right, so we're just gonna try them out here and see. I mean, they shouldn't taste any different, except maybe the one in the silicone cupcake there might have just a little bit more dough or batter to it, but they should have pretty much the same taste. So jump in. I mean, they're pretty close. I think we opt to not do the powdered sugar just because we're not a huge fan of powdered sugar. We probably won't really ever use it again, so we opt to not do it. Maybe in one of the other ones we try it just to see if it gets pretty close to the fair ones, but it has a slight different taste to it, but that could just be because the Pop Rock cookie. Not bad. I think the air fryer maybe doesn't get it as crispy as an actual deep fryer does. A little healthier for you, without having to deep fry with all the oil and everything else. Although it's still an Oreo and pancake mix, well, isn't that great for you? But it's a healthier alternative to have a snack.
I think that I personally, I think I like the one with less batter. Tasting a little bit of each to kind of see the difference. You don't get as much of the Oreo flavor in the one from the tin because there's a lot more batter around it. I think you get more of that Oreo flavor with the one without it. But like he was saying, I think it almost has a little bit more of a healthier taste to it than the regular ones from the fair because it's just not as crunchy, not as greasy.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is that there's no grease to have to pat off. Sometimes at the fair, if you're, health conscious, but you want to try some of these goodies from time to time, you get those Oreos and you kind of have to pat some of the grease off of them. There's absolutely no grease on this whatsoever. It needs to have some milk to wash it down here.
So like we said before, if we did something that maybe you did differently, make sure you comment in the comment section. Let us know. Good, bad comments. We want them all. That's what helps make our videos better. Next time maybe we'll try a different batter. See if maybe the pancake batter isn't the batter to use. But definitely let us know if you've done different things. We'd like to try different stuff out.
If anyone's got any techniques or any secrets, please let us know. We may, like I said, tweak it going forward. So we may not tweak it. We may say, we're going to try this again with a different cookie and see if we get the same outcome. But definitely any feedback will help us a little bit more and try to get it perfected here for you. So hopefully you guys like watching the Oreo videos, and we'll keep them coming. Like I said, some of them will be the limited edition Oreos. Some of them may have previously been limited edition and they're now just regular Oreos. But we're gonna try to go through all of them and hopefully get every Oreo ever known to man on video here for you guys.
And if there's one that you really want us to try, make sure you put that in the comments too. We're always willing to try what you guys want to see. Alright guys, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Put any comments in the section below. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do it right up here. And you can check out all our videos over here. And as always, stay nerdy.